Alright guys, I am at the Riverside Hilton. It's not too big, it's perfect. Small enough where it's comfy. This was the only one that they had left when I booked. But I do have a really pretty view. Look at that restaurant across the way. That is pretty. I think that's a restaurant or a pool. No, that's a pool. I am going to give you 7 interesting facts about Louisiana and New Orleans. Louisiana is the only state in the U.S. divided into parishes rather than counties. New Orleans is the birthplace of jazz music as well as the birthplace of jazz funerals. In a jazz funeral, it usually starts with a slow, mournful song played by a brass band as a procession makes its way to the cemetery. After the burial, the music shifts to an upbeat, celebratory style. New Orleans is where craps and poker originated from. New Orleans was the original home of the mafia in the United States because the city was the preferred U.S. destination for Italian immigrants before they moved to New York. New Orleans is considered one of the most haunted cities in the United States. Voodoo was made popular in Louisiana in the 1800s by Marie Laveau, known as the Voodoo Queen. New Orleans City is literally underwater since situated below sea level. This is a beautiful city with a rich history. The French founded the city of New Orleans in 1718, which originally belonged to the Native Americans. New Orleans was designed by a French military engineer, Le Bon de la Tour, in 1721. New Orleans is also best known for its Creole heritage, a mixture of Native American, French, West African, and Spanish cultures. The beautiful St. Louis Cathedral is one of the most notable landmarks. It looks down on the green of the square and General Andrew Jackson's on his bronze horse. During construction, the central clock and the bell tower collapsed, causing a lot of people to get fired over this incident. This brings us to the beautiful Burbon Street, one of the most famous streets in the world, located in the heart of the French Quarter, extending 12 blocks from Canal Street to Esplanade Avenue. It was originally designed as a residential street conveniently located near the French Quarter. It would eventually evolve into an entertainment hub of its own, now famous for its many bars. To mention the famous Mardi Gras, also known as Shrove Tuesday, which is the final day of Carnival. It falls on the day before the beginning of Lent on Ash Wednesday. Mardi Gras is French for Fat Tuesday, reflecting the practice of the last night of consuming rich, fatty foods in preparation for the Christian fasting season of Lent, still practiced today by some. The history goes that in 1827, a group of students donned colorful costumes and danced through the streets of New Orleans, emulating the revelry they observed while visiting Paris. 10 years later, the first recorded New Orleans Mardi Gras parade took place, a tradition that continues till this day. at those statues. What is that? Oh, I do not want to go in there. It's a lot of devil stuff. Yeah, no thank you. What are these things? I gotta take a picture of that, Brooke. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
If you'd like to go antiquing, this is the time.
Ooh, a little pig, a little piggy. A little
It's all like treasures.
Yeah.
Everything is a treasure.
Everything's a hunt. It's the hunt.
Yeah.
At least for me it is.
Very cool. The Court of Two Sisters, Emma and Bertha, it's a legend. Enjoy delicious Creole and Cajun cuisine, not to mention the amazing banana foster dessert. The two sisters belong to a proud aristocratic Creole family. Their shop outfitted many of the city's finest women with Mardi Gras costumes and formal gowns. Occasionally, the sisters would serve tea and cakes to their favorite customers in the large courtyard, beginning the tradition that is still continued till this day.
Banana Foster. There's cinnamon, brown sugar, butter, bananas, vanilla ice cream, banana liqueur, and then one kind of brandy that'll be used later. Smushing the brown sugar and cinnamon. Smush that all over there.
Okay, but thank you.
I think this is the smell you smell out of.
Yes, I think so. Smells delicious.
Maybe just getting started. Once it's all smushed up, and I give it time to caramelize. As you see, it's starting to turn out with these bubbles. I want this all bubbling up. Which one up in there? This is so fun. That caramel ones. Almost there. Now, bring it all back.
Whatever you say, Katie.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness. Nice.
All right. And then, fireworks are done.
I need to find something to do over there.
In 17.
Oh, there's this great cigar store.
And unfortunately, like, the out to work down. It's just new during and we're on the courts that are haunted by the headmaster who was like over. However, again, I think it depends on your nephew and aunt. Because it seems you just have love
went to a bunch of art galleries.
There you go.
Like I'm bougie like that.
You are bougie.
The Scrap House Memorial to Hurricane Katrina was built by artist Sally Heller and unveiled on August 29, 2009, the 4th anniversary of the storm. It stands across the street from the city's convention center where many refugees lived after their homes were destroyed. Today, about half of New Orleans' geographical area sits below sea level. The sinking occurred over the last 3 centuries as the city grew beyond the French quarters and into the surrounding swamps. During the Spanish colonial period from 1763 to 1803, 2 large fires destroyed 1,068 French colonial structures. The Spanish government enacted a building code in 1795 that restricted the use of timber for multi-story buildings. As the city rebuilt from the fires, houses were constructed closer together, often with shared walls and courtyards to accommodate the growing population. Lafayette Cementery No. 1 is one of the city's oldest cemeteries. It's right across from the beautiful and delicious Commander's Palace. New Orleans is famous for its cemeteries with their above-ground tombs. However, there is a misconception that the tombs are above ground because of the city's high water table. This, however, is a myth. Tombs are above ground because that is how they were built in France and in Spain. As we continue our stroll through the Garden District, we get to see some beautiful homes. Garden District was established by New Orleans American elites in the late 1840s. Old money, as they say. Each year during carnival seasons, the flag of Rex can be seen from many homes, signifying that the residents include a former king or carnival queen. Garden District has been designed as a National Historic Landmark. After working up an appetite, we headed to Commander's Palace where we had reservations. Nestled in the middle of a tree-lined garden district, Commander's Palace has been a New Orleans landmark since 1893, the winner of 7 James Beard Foundation Awards. Commander's Palace has evolved into a culinary legend. A steady parade of renowned chefs such as Emerald, Paul Prudhomme, James, Shannon, Tori McPhail, and now Meg Brickford have made Commander's Palace the world-class restaurant that it is today. Beware, there is a dress code requirement if you would like to dine here, so make sure you go to their website and check it out first.
Look at that. Oh, that looks so good.
Then we will add our bowls, banana liqueur, and a touch of cinnamon. I like where it sounds. And then we add that high proof cane rum for the show. We gotta beautify these bowls. Your bananas.
I can tell you that the service here is absolutely exquisite. And as you walk to your table, you will get greeted by everyone that works there. And as you exit the restaurant, you get to exit out by the kitchen, which is pretty cool. I came to New Orleans for a work convention, but I am so thankful and blessed that during our off time I got to explore and see a little bit of the city, try some amazing restaurants, and it's something that I definitely want to come back to. There's a lot of tours that I would love to do and a lot of things that I still need to see and would love to see. But let me give you a tip if you decide to stay at the Hilton Riverside where I stayed. There is a train that goes by, and it usually goes by at night, and it honks its horn full force during the night, sometimes twice a night. So just beware if you do stay here that this is something that you will experience and it will wake you up in the middle of the night. I did mention that I worked a convention, so with this I will end the video. Enjoy.